one thing that I do love is you know, you talking about you making music for relationships. You making music, you know, about love and things of that. I actually want to go back to what you said earlier. You said that you had addiction problems, and you know you were homeless at one point. Was this before the music?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this was. You know, I left my parents' home when I was 19. I say I left. I was gently asked to leave because of the life that I was living. You know, I was out in the streets. I was doing my thing. You know, in Detroit. Smoking, drinking, you know, the whole 9 yards, eating out of trash cans, hospitalized because of my addiction, in and out of the soup kitchens and rescue missions of Detroit. You know, so I, you know, and I believe that for those of us who have been through a lot, you know, much is required. To whom much is given, much is required. You know what I'm saying? And I had to come through. But in my coming through, I'm grateful. You know, I don't regret my past because I learned some things.
How did you overcome it,
to
though?
navigate that season, because God puts, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. You know, when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, when you get sick of your own stuff and you're ready to let go of your ways and you give up on your ideas of how it's supposed to go, you know, when the student is ready, the teacher appears, you know, and God brought some people into my life who showed me a better way to live, and I've been on that path ever since. And it informs my music, you know, it informs every area of my life. You know, I'm not just out here entertaining; I'm carrying a message, you know, for the next guy, the next woman who's struggling, you know. So it's you know, I live a charmed life. Yeah, so when you ask me how I'm doing, I'm supposed to say amazing no matter what's going on. On my worst day.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying?
You damn
on my
right.
worst day, right? It's all good. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Detroit is a tough city, man.
Yeah.
It's a very tough city. You know, you said there were people that helped you to overcome a lot of things that you were going through. When the music took off, how did things change for you?
The music was a part of that. You know, the music was a part. My passion was, my struggle was infused by my passion. Music was a light in the darkest periods of my life. I was in the rescue missions and the soup kitchens. You know, if they had a piano in the church, dude, I'm on the piano. I'm crafting my first record. The chords to Love Call. I was homeless when I found those chords, right? You know what I'm saying? So, and there's a message in that. You know, whatever you're going through, there are seeds of light in everything that you're going through. I mean, if you're paying attention and you're willing to do what it takes to get to the next thing that God has for you, the struggle is good. You know, and we frown upon struggle and when things get tight. But like anything that I've ever learned that's been valuable to me, I've learned because I was in trouble. You know, either physically, spiritually, psychologically, financially. You know, when I was going through it, that's when I learned some of the best lessons, the greatest lessons of my life. And yeah, so the music is informed by it, man, and I'm grateful for it.